what the segment's called, but
he's having
Here you go. What were you going to say? What sort of year was it, Em? Apparently your reply was, mate, do you know who I am? Em had a sip of that stupid water bottle for the 6th week in a row.
Oh, mate, yeah, with a straight face. Can crack a smile.
Rightio. So now we're back to one of our favourite parts, Em. Obviously the Wiz was really good there, and he's left the building. So we are now jumping into the people segment. And first up, we have Jordan.
Yeah, hey, Em and George. Good story about the cow, Em. That was very enlightening. Thanks for that. Yeah, just wanted to ask, George, how do you keep on going down back there, even when the score's down, but you just need to muster something up. Maybe Wharfie time comes on, or how was that Wharfie time during the Collingwood game? Like, how do you think that panned out? Yeah, just love to hear your thoughts. Thanks.
Yeah, well,
we could both answer this question in actual fact, but
yeah.
more
No,
relevant
Em,
to you.
you just stay over there and stay out of this one. Thanks.
I'll just stay talk about cows. Thanks, Jordan.
No, it was a bit slow to start, wasn't it? Oh, cool story, Em, about the cow. Yeah. Yeah, how do I keep going? Well, it is a tough one, I suppose. You never give up. That's one thing. You never want to fold up shop and, wave the white flag when you're down, and certainly when a game's without a reach. But I think my attitude most of the time is, it's hard when you're getting belted in a few of the games like we have this year, but when we're just behind like the Collingwood game, I think there's a never say die sort of mindset. Mm-hmm. You think anything can happen, especially the way the ball moves around in this day and age in the game. It can ping around a little bit, and goals are easy to come by. You can kick a goal in 10 seconds from a centre bounce and things like that. So, from my perspective, I don't really ever think just because we're behind we can't win this. I like to throw caution into the wind as soon as possible and try and win games. So, yeah, I think that's hopefully I've answered that question.
I also
to some
think
extent.
You want to also be a hard backline to play against as well. Like, you don't want to let them get goals. Like, regardless of if they're 10 goals up or 1 goal up, like, I think it's still important for your job as a back six to not let them through, right?
Yeah, 100%. We take a lot of satisfaction out of our starving teams from scoring and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I think, that's always one of our things that we try and do. Obviously, it's a bit unrealistic at times. Teams are going to score and they're going to kick goals, but if we can limit them to the best we can and not give up red time goals.
And I know we're meant to be quick here, but does Wharfie time actually help you? Do you look up and does that have an effect on you and the boys, do you think?
It is pretty cool when the whole stadium starts roaring. The hairs on your back do stand up. It's one of those ones, yeah. It's bloody cool.
I'll tell you right now, I want the hairs on my back to stay down this weekend because I'm going to have a heart attack if there's any more close games.
Yeah. Well, obviously, winning by 10 goals would be perfect every week, but it doesn't happen that way.
Beauty.
Number 2, we've got Pia.
Hi, Emma. I just want to know where you got your jumper that you're wearing in the podcast. Absolutely love it. Love your show as well.
Thanks, Pia. I was actually waiting for Jordan to ask me about it last week. Would have been really nice to chat through. But it is the Homie and AFL collab. So HOMIE is the Homie brand because there are 2 types of Homie. One is a dressing gown brand, and obviously that's not what I was wearing. The second one is a brand that actually is raising money for homelessness in Australia. So they collabed with the AFL to kind of cross fashion and footy, and they've made these knits that are the best quality ever, might I just say, that are in your team colours. So definitely get online now and order one, and all the proceeds obviously go towards homelessness, which is wicked.
Yep, and just to top that off, if you go through Em's Instagram, she's tagged in a few photos. She actually went on the catwalk, strutting it up and down the catwalk a few weeks ago, so go and check that out.
As he giggles.
Yep. Number 3, we've got Jess.
Hi guys, love the podcast. I'm so glad you guys are back. I was hanging on for the day that we were going to get a season 2, so glad you guys are back. My question to both of you is, how do you cope with disappointing losses from tough games that you guys are projected to win? And a follow-on question is, how do you then cope with the fallout of negative media, such as when we lost the St Kilda game and the Freo boys were labelled as awful or embarrassing? Thanks, guys. Love the potty.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, number one, I don't really take my feedback from the media or people out there who have no idea what's going on. To be honest, people often have an opinion and you're entitled to your opinion. But, I don't take advice from people I don't listen to people. How does that saying go?
The saying is, I won't take feedback from people I wouldn't ask advice from.
That's exactly where I was going with that.
And that's the connection piece we have here.
Yeah. But I think, some of the media can be a bit brutal at times. We talk about, especially at the moment, mental health and everything and how we, treat people and that sort of thing. But, I think it does cross the line, sometimes get a bit personal and does attack people, which I don't think is fair. But that's the reality of the game we're in. So, but I personally don't look at media or read media or go to the media for advice on my game after a terrible loss, that's for sure.
And I think it's probably just a cliche answer, but we talk about inner sanctum and obviously what we value as a football team and a football club, and often the media goes completely against that. But again, I think we've got to think about the media doing their job as well. Like, they are trying to get a headline and they're trying to get, a piece of information that might be unknown to the general public. So they're trying to do their job. They might also, I guess they speculate a lot as well. So Jordan might say a sentence that's three paragraphs long, but they pick one tiny bit out of it that's going to get a headline. So I often think make sure you read the articles carefully if you want to read them, as in the general public, if you want to read them. Often players and coaches say a lot longer statements than what is actually portrayed. So that would be my one piece of advice. And then as for a player, exactly what George said, you don't read into it. Like, our game is, I'd rather take advice from what my coaches are saying and what my teammates are saying about my game. And I think people often externally don't understand your role as well. So your role that week might be a lockdown defender. That doesn't mean you're going to get the most disposals on the ground, but no one needs to know that but your teammates. So definitely think that's a coping strategy. But I'm not the type of person to go to a cafe on a Sunday after I've played and read the paper. I might have 25 messages from my friends that want to do that, but try and avoid it as much as possible.
Yep, well said, Em. Number 4, we've got Jazz.
Hi, Emma and Jordan. It's Jazz. My question for you is, what is your favourite part of Frio's new home game traditions this season? Loving the pod.
I'm going to start this one off because it's something I'm quite passionate about. Brett, I feel like you already know what I'm talking about. But, Jordan, I don't know if you know, but Viva La Vida by Coldplay was actually the song that was sparked from our AFLW games last year. So, obviously, when it goes into the violin and then the drop, it's actually Frio.
Ooh, we're cutting that,
Frio.
aren't we?
I'm saying it here. So play that out loud because I don't think any of Optus knows what it's for. And so now, Jazz, you can lead the charge in Viva La Vida when Coldplay comes on. And it has a ring to it. If you get 50,000 people singing that, it works, George.
Yeah, you're right. It does have a ring to it, just not when you're doing it.
Yeah, we said last week,
want to be hearing that ringing around Optus Stadium tomorrow.
He doesn't want to hear the Jonathan Brown 2.0 singing that.
Wow. Gee whiz. Get the scissors out. Cut that out of here. Oh,
no, we're putting that in. This is for the fans to know.
Actually, I'll probably be harsh. You have a beautiful voice, Em. Sorry.
So, Viva La Vida, I'm frothing. I don't know about you, Joel. What do you reckon for the run-out song?
It's been great. I think the come together has been great. The huddle down near the Freo supporters has been a great initiative as well. To be honest, I don't really listen to the songs when I run out. I've got a few other thoughts going through my mind at the time. But no, all in all, I think it's pretty good. Guitarist on the Roof's probably my favourite.
It's something else, isn't it?
Yeah. Caught Bo McCreary having a look the other day, actually. He was pretty stoked with it too.
Perfect. So if it puts the Oppo off guard, then we're doing our job.
Number 5, we've got Brooke.
Hey, hey, Clarky. It's Brooke here. Non-footy related question. Oh, by the way, I'm happy the podcast is back. Favourite ultimate holiday destination, and who would you go with?
What's an ultimate holiday destination? Is that like a dream holiday destination? Well, my hands are tied here. I have a girlfriend, so she's coming with me.
She's calling the shots, in fact, is what his answer is going to be, Brooke.
No, Paige's not like that. No, actually, it's a great question. I don't even know.
I don't know. I think I'm just going to
Yeah.
go broad though, like not a specific area, but I would just love to go to Italy, eat lots of carbs, drink lots of wine,
Really?
and the day's done.
I would love to. Actually, no, I do know what I'd do.
Okay.
Mine's probably not as exciting, but to me, it's a great idea.
It's not.
I would love to get a caravan,
Oh.
tow it around Australia at my own pace, stop wherever I want, fishing, sunset beers, take me dogs. Paige is obviously coming.
He is a simple man.
Yeah, no, that's probably that's mine. I reckon that's pretty cool. So if someone can fling us a caravan, that's my off season. I reckon.
He's actually deliberately done
How about
that.
that?
We can't even get a sponsor, but Joel wants a caravan.
Cars will be great. Thanks for that. 4-wheel drive.
Perfect.
V8. None of this
All
new
right,
stuff.
thanks for coming.
All right, thanks, guys. Just remember, if you want to send in your voice memos, the link is always in the show notes of the podcast episode or in the YouTube description. So, it's a great part of the show. Some of our favourites when you're positive, largely. But, yeah, get them in. And we'll be doing a bit more of an answering session this year. Break the potty up a bit, the 2 sort of episodes throughout the week. So hopefully we can answer a few more going forward.
2 drops, so get the questions in.
Beautiful.